I don't know how you could... That's so funny. I was playing The Sims the other day, and one of the genres of music is nursery rhymes. I'm like, who would be into this?
Me! Not nursery rhymes, but it sounds like nursery rhymes. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back. Fingers crossed. Oh, we're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
This was meant to be your birthday special.
Yeah, well...
Happy birthday, Megan.
Belated birthday, Megan.
Belated birthday. I mentioned it the week of. In
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
episode,
Yeah, you
so,
did.
like,
yeah,
I didn't...
Yeah,
I
in the
missed
last
it.
little 5 minutes.
Yeah. So don't be calling out belated now. Hey, I was timely. Thanks.
You know what? That's all
rare
right.
for me.
True, but we caught up on my actual birthday, so that was good.
We sure
That was
did.
good.
But yeah, good time to subscribe because then you can know when we're actually going to release an episode because we took a break. Whoops. And if you had subscribed, you would have been notified.
Yeah, we took a break.
Uploaded.
Whoops.
Yeah. No, but like you wouldn't know what was going on.
True.
If you weren't a subscriber.
True. Where did we go?
Yeah.
It all of a sudden disappeared.
Exactly. I was going to say, let's not do updates because no one cares.
Oh, well, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. So we just talked about my birthday then.
Oh, no, that's significant, obviously. Not like, how was your weekend? What have you been up to? No, don't.
Well, the only big change, really, other than maybe that last 5 minutes of that little update, was that you got bangs. Woo! For those audio only.
So, you're really missing out. They're actually quite cooked today, but that's fine.
Nah, I like it. It looks cool.
Okay. Well, no, I have several updates, like, cut bangs.
Needed to change, so cut bangs.
Cut bangs. My dog died.
Yeah.
One of my dogs died. Got a new job.
Yep. Exciting. I mean, it's always ups and downs, isn't it?
Yeah, and possibly fractured my foot.
Oh, that's right. How did that go, by the way?
I still need to make a follow-up appointment. I was kind of hoping it would just go away, but actually it's still really sore.
Okay.
So I probably do need to find out what's going on there.
Fair enough. So, yeah, real ups and downs.
Got to ride the wave, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, what about you?
Any quick updates? Any quick, Megan? Quick. Not really.
Yeah, have you heard about, like, all the food banks and stuff that are, like, selling out, like, really quickly, like, running out? Like, people are so desperate for food right now.
I didn't, but I'm not surprised. I volunteer for my community centre to go pick up their food. But there's, like, a few different people and they all provide, basically, food for the community. So anyway, I get there and there's, so many people. But then there's on the flip side of it, there's so much wasted food left by a lot of I won't name them, but a lot of corporations and companies. But it's a little bit concerning that there is so much left over.
Are these from food companies specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, but on the flip side, it's also really great that then these charities can come in and able to provide food for the community and able to provide meals for the community. That's great.
100%. I totally agree. Except I told you that, like, I mean, I can't eat the food, but I've used Too Good To Go a bit recently. And it's weird, like, originally it started off really great. Like, the places that I went to were super generous and I felt great giving it to friends and family and stuff.
Nice.
But recently, it's like every place you go, it's more like you're getting a discount rather than getting rid of food waste.
Oh.
So it's like they're using it as like a secondary source of income rather than actually like a food waste service.
Oh.
So like you said that there's a lot of food waste from these companies. I feel like they should be using Too Good To Go.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, like, give it to charities by all means, but if like you have excess beyond that, then make some profit, get some people to like come get it.
Yeah, well, because the amount of bakery goods that I sort of see that they have, like there's so many rolls and so much like bread and whatever. I don't know, there just seems to be a missing link or a missing piece somewhere. I'm not sure. Well, during the break, actually, this is just a little fun thing to start off with because I thought that might be good. I rewatched Just Like Heaven.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, the Reese Witherspoon and I was going to say Marcus, wrong one. Mark Ruffalo.
Marcus.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Marcus Ruffalo, apparently.
Marcus Ruffalo.
Yes, his full name. Yes. Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. And I just remember watching. I was like, I love that movie.
I love it. It is sad though.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it has a happy ending.
Yeah,
I mean, as with all rom-coms, really, back in those days.
Yeah.
Also, rom-coms in, like, the 90s and early 2000s really hit differently than they do today.
Oh, they're so much better.
So much better. Yeah, well, actually, there was someone who was talking about how a lot of the rom-coms aren't hitting because the female characters of the 90s and 2000s, they had, like, a backstory. They had depth to them. They had a reason for the way they were and why they were going to potentially become with whatever romantic interest. And now it's not, I guess they're not as fully developed as they once were. So people just aren't connecting with it as they used to.
Maybe. I haven't watched one in a long time, so I wouldn't know.
Neither. That's the other thing, because I'm such a fan of rom-coms. I love a rom-com. Like, get me back in the 90s and 2000s. Like, obviously, Just Like Heaven. Great. Would recommend.
I don't know.
Oh, but sorry, my point of this story was actually, I forgot how much I've had a huge crush on Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that, was it 13 Going on 30 or Suddenly 30?
I love that movie.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner, great. She acted probably a 30-year-old acting like a 13-year-old acting like a 30-year-old really well. You know?
Get that woman an Oscar, obviously.
Yeah, if she doesn't already have one, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember, like, I had a bit of a crush on him. I thought he was kind of cute.
No, but Mark Ruffalo, as a person, right side of history.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Good choice in crush, Megan.
Thank you. I also thought that when I remembered. Yeah, but yeah, because I think there was a point where a couple episodes ago we were talking about our crushes, like childhood crushes.
Yeah.
And I said one, obviously, but I couldn't really remember any others. And then I was like, oh, Mark Ruffalo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any others? Yeah, come on, put yourself on blast.
Yeah. Hold on. What's it like another like 90s and early 2000s rom-com? Like Matthew McConaughey was in a whole bunch.
He was so damn good in those movies.
He really was. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I necessarily found him attractive, but like there was something about him in those movies.
He's so charming.
And like, what's that movie that he was with Jennifer Lopez? The Wedding Planner.
I love The Wedding Planner.
I know. I don't know if it stands up the test of time, but I remember watching that movie and I was like, actually, I understand. Like, I get it.
I think I liked him in... No, I didn't like him, but I thought he was really charming in that movie, the one with the dress, the yellow dress.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, absolutely not, but it did have a 10. Oh, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
There you go.
There we go.
Had a number in it.
Yeah, I mean, also the other one, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Excellent.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger. Great.
Love.
Oh, my God, actually, there was someone who was watching The Knight's Tale. And
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, well, apparently there was a part where Heath Ledger smiled and she was like, yeah, get it. Understand.
Also, just quickly, you mentioned rom-coms and how they have a happy ending.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it recently. I don't want to dive into this too deeply because it's depressing.
Oh.
Normal People.
Oh, yes. I rewatched that too.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Neither of us liked the ending and just felt really tacked on.
Yeah.
And to me, one of the differences between literary fiction and rom-coms or whatever is that in rom-coms you get a happy ending.
Yes.
And that's why the ending to me just felt like Sally Rooney just tacked that on because she was like, I want to be taken seriously as an author.
I know.
You know? It has to end poorly.
But why?
Because if it's written for women, if it's a happy ending, then it's not taken seriously.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's definitely an exploration that we can go into. But yeah, I get it, but it's just so frustrating because, you know, why I don't know. I don't understand people who read like these types of books, you know, be it something that will take you into your imagination and see these characters and then just want reality.
But also, sometimes reality's happy.
Thank you.
Sometimes good things happen in reality, and that's why I found it so unrealistic. I didn't think that was realistic.
Well,
Sorry.
I also sort of thought they had been through so much together, you know, triumphed through a lot of stuff that could have tore them down.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sort of part ways at the end.
Yeah.
And I just sort of think no, it really doesn't.
It's like they've found their way back together after everything.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, you have to move.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
It almost sort of felt like what was sort of the point of you sort of building that connection and trust and connection with each other. I think I said that twice. With each other to then just sort of break it apart again.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's sort of like they were coming at it from such a healthy place this time too.
I don't know. I guess you could argue that the point was that they kind of resolved their trauma, kind of worked through it together. And, you know, came back together, proved that they they actively chose to separate rather than, having something tragic or terrible happen. They actively decided. But at the same time, the reasoning behind them parting was fucking stupid and made no sense. Made no sense whatsoever. Not realistic. As in, that's not what would happen in real life.
100%.
Sorry, but, no chance he would have moved away without her. No chance.
No.
He was obsessed with her.
Oh, and yes. And I also don't think that, given an opportunity to move to New York where she could also flourish and be in a place that's not with her, I was going to say family trauma.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of the restrictions.
Like she's so in love with Ireland.
Apparently.
In fact, she moved to Sweden.
She moved to Sweden.
So like, no, like Sweden's fine, but New York, it's too far.
I know. I didn't like the ending. I really didn't like the ending. It made no sense. It didn't make any sense. We should speak with Sally Rooney about this.
Yeah,
Sally, what were you thinking?
But anyway, and it just reminds me of like, Beach Read by Emily Henry. That's a controversial book right now.
Why?
Because of the casting.
Oh.
She still hasn't discussed the casting of Patrick Schwarzenegger in that movie.
Oh, she's kind of
skirted around it. She hasn't commented on it directly.
No, she hasn't said Patrick and Phoebe.
Yeah.
Phoebe. Great, love them, blah, blah, blah. Oh, did you hear, though, that, there's been two, Kevin Bacon has been...
cast?
Thank you. And then someone else that I can't remember who it was, but someone else. Andy McDowell. Andy McDowell! Yeah!
Do you know as what? As...
No, they didn't mention.
Oh, she must be Sonia. Oh, she would be so good. Oh my God, I love Andy McDowell. Yes, bring her back. Put her in everything. That's great news.
100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I 100%.
Kevin Bacon also, he's an amazing actor.
Totally.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, amazing.
That's the only saving grace. I'm sure, here's the thing. Patrick Schwarzenegger might do a good job in terms of the acting, but, in terms of his backstory, independent of the story.
Yes.
And then also, face-wise, he doesn't look anything like people were envisioning.
No.
He's too pretty and, very waspy looking.
Yeah.
And he's meant to be from a poor background, grew up in a trailer park type deal. Tall, dark and handsome, but a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah. Do you find that really frustrating? Specifically because obviously we understand the immense privilege that this particular person has come from.
Yes.
So it's hard to relate to something that you've never been around, you've never experienced.
It's for sure, but at the same time, maybe he's an amazing actor. Maybe he'll kill the role.
Totally. Got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
For sure, but it's more just the optics.
Yeah.
Coming from a political dynasty, meant to be playing someone who's working class. It's just not good optics. So I can't believe they cast him.
Yeah, but apparently the chemistry with Phoebe's great, so that's all that matters.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway,
time will tell.
What I was going to say is that book is all about the tension between women not being taken seriously as writers. Yeah, as in January is she only writes happy endings even though her life has become terrible. And then
you sound like a blurb author almost.
Kind of, yeah. But then Gus, he writes his life has always been terrible and he's always sort of been in the trenches. Yeah. And so he's taken so seriously and he's so respected as an author. And she writes women's fiction because she writes things with happy endings. And that I just couldn't stop thinking about that when I watched Normal People. I was like, oh, she had to make it serious. So obviously couldn't have a happy ending even if it made zero sense.
Do you reckon there's any woman who's been able to sort of bridge that gap, that sort of to have that rom-com, have that happy ending, but also be taken seriously?
I think Emily Henry's is as close as it gets. And I just because she's got so much praise and she's always a New York Times bestseller and stuff. But at the same time, I don't know how many men know about Emily Henry's works.
Oh, I don't know if there's many. Women just not really been taken seriously for a long time in a lot of arenas.
For sure.
And just automatically a man puts out a book or a man does a podcast or a man does a whatever, and it's instantly
more respected,
yeah.
By default,
yeah. Patriarchy and that.
Yeah, I guess so. And also, a lot of women write books to make women feel good, and that's trivialized. That's less meaningful than making people suffer.
I know. I've never fully understood that. It's just it's almost like women can't women don't have any money. That we're not an important market to market to. We also buy books.
Yeah.
We also buy stuff. So it's just sort of why is it sort of a frivolity that we buy a certain, maybe we like rom-com books? Why is that sort of always put down and seen as sort of a lesser than?
But it reminds me of how anything teenage girls is trivialized, but then people come around to it later.
Totally. I mean, that was very much the everything with Taylor Swift back in the day.
The Beatles?
Yeah, actually they weren't really taken seriously at the beginning.
No. No,
'Cause-
like teen girls love them, so they
Yep.
were like a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like the greatest of all time.
They changed so much. They did so much for music, guys.
Yeah.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah. Isn't it funny?
But then there's also so many people who say that like they wouldn't have gotten their start without those teenage girl fan bases.
That's right.
Like I think even probably BTS back in the day as well.
100%.
So it's just
Yeah.
sort of like, you know,
We owe a lot to teen girls. Shout out teen girls.
shout out teen girls, yeah.
But also shout out women having interest and like being complex people. Like you can actually have something that ends happily and is still like an intelligent work of art.
yeah.
Whatever.
I also sort of think like humans in general are just so nuanced and
Yeah.
diverse.
Yep.
And women specifically are. So it's just sort of like
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like we can love rom-coms and have a happy ending and also read, I don't know, like some sort of Eckhart Tolle or I don't know, whatever. Some sort of like a deep, meaningful thing.
Oh, okay. That's a stretch, bro.
I was trying to think of like
Think of someone else. Think of someone else. Think of anyone else. We contain multitudes.
We contain multitudes. We are multifaceted. Anyway, so Mark Ruffalo, huge crush as a kid.
Hell yeah. The curls get the girls.
The girls get the girls.
Yep.
Okay, so I've sort of brought this up to you before, but we were talking about sports and like because we've both obviously started golf.
Oh, yeah.
We're both enjoying golf at the moment.
Loving golf.
Currently.
I always say this, but our PGA instructor, whatever, he's like the first 20 years are the hardest.
Yes.
I always think of that.
Yes.
Because I'm like, when do I get good at this?
So you've been what? How many months in?
A year.
Oh, a year?
Yeah, because I started playing last year because I have the golf sim at work.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so then you got 19 to go. Yeah, apparently though, I was talking with a friend about that. They did say that like one day you'll have like this really great round, like you'll hit all the shots, you'll do like really well, and then the next time you'll not. You obviously you will not hit shots as well as you would hoped, and you're constantly chasing that high.
Yeah, chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon, guys. So it's not a healthy sport, apparently.
I can see how people get hooked on it. I do get that.
Agreed, actually. It is quite... Because when you hit a ball good once...
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and then you can't replicate it.
No! You're like, how did I do that? How did I stand?
Yeah. Also, when we went to the driving range last week.
Yeah.
And like, I will just keep hitting until I'm bleeding.
Actually, that is true. She has like multiple sores.
I always have sores on my hands. I have to get gloves.
Need to get your gloves.
Because I just like end up like ruining my hands every time because I just keep going. I'm like, no, I have to get a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, no.
Wow,
anyway.
Love that. So, told you before how much I'm actually really enjoying golf and how much, like, if as a kid I was actually given sports that I liked, I would have actually enjoyed being, like, physical and active and stuff. Whereas it was almost sort of, like, treated as if it was a punishment for me. So I never really enjoyed it. And even somewhat recently, like I really enjoy walking with my dog Bear and I love going off and like hiking even. I love all doing all that kind of stuff. And there was once I was walking around where my old primary school was. Memories were coming back. They were flooding. But do you remember having to do like cross country?
Yeah, I love cross country.
I hated it.
Okay.
I absolutely hated it. Okay. I was always the kid who was at the end. I was always the one, you know, like... I'm not involved. I don't care. I don't want to be here. So I would always just walk. So I'd be the last one. But, like, I also, like, felt incredibly, like, left out because of it. And because, like, I mean, I also probably didn't, like, not saying I didn't have friends, but, like, I wasn't who I am now. I'm not as sort of vivacious and bubbly as I was as a kid. So it's just, like, I just remember really not enjoying sports as a kid and really, like... If anything, I always equated sports with sort of misery. Like, that's how bad it felt.
Well, honestly, that speaks to the attitudes you grew up around.
Yeah.
So it's like, as far as I know, neither of your parents are sporty?
Not that I'm aware of. My grandmother was very much into netball. Because I do remember there was a lot of comparison with my mum and my grandmother.
So maybe she was resentful of sports.
Yeah. So I think that possibly got passed down.
Yeah. I'm of the opinion that children should be active.
Yeah, totally.
And
Well, what is this you said the other night with the muscles that you...
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to find my source. But, like, basically it was talking about how, like, the muscle fibers that you develop from playing sports as a child kind of stay with you forever, like the roots. For example, if you did cross country as a child, if you're a runner, it doesn't matter into adulthood how far you are into, like you can kind of like re-trigger those fibers. They're kind of left dormant, but they're always there.
Yeah.
You lose your ability, like you're not at the same skill level you were, but you can always like...
You can get back to it.
You can get back to it.
Yeah.
Like this guy was like, it doesn't matter where I am in life, I can go for a 5K run any day of the week.
Wow.
Even if he hasn't run for years or he hasn't run for months, he can just like go for a run.
I mean, good for him.
Because he has those muscle fibers that are always there. So it's like if you don't develop those as a child, you can never develop them as an adult, like those ones. So like you don't have that ability. So it's so valuable to ideally play like a lot of different sports as a child, so you get as much, I don't know, as much there as you can. So you have those to work with later.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I got 10 pin bowling as I got older into teenagehood. But I didn't really have anything that was, like, I wouldn't necessarily, like, they say it's a sport, but I think it's like sport-like, because it's not like...
Super physical?
No.
Yeah.
No, like, I mean, it is to a degree, because obviously you have to hold a ball and you have to have the muscles and blah, 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 blah.
Like, it is physical.
It is physical, but it's not, like...
really demanding.
No, it's not like a football game. Like an Australian football game. You know, no, nothing like that. So I don't know, I'm just sort of thinking, like, if as a kid I was taught sports could be fun and enjoyable and so like interactive with like your friends and, you know, a way to make, you know, have teammates and learn that interaction too.
Yeah, really important for socializing.
Socialization, I think socialization is like pretty much on par with the physical aspect certainly at a younger age.
For sure.
And I just sort of think, like, if I got that opportunity, like, just, like, how different things could have been.
Definitely, 100%. That's a real shame that you grew up with that mentality around movement, because that's really cooked.
Yep.
And actually your personality makes perfect sense in sport.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, as in, like, you're just, like, friendly, easygoing, like, happy-go-lucky.
I feel like I'm very much like a team member. I enjoy being part of a team.
Yeah.
And I like encouraging other people. And, you know, I sort of see someone, you know, maybe not feeling included, so I try to bring them in. And
yeah, totally, you're like that. But also, like, you're not competitive, really. I think you'd just be, like, in it for the fun.
Yeah. So, in it for the lols.
Exactly.
You know, catching up.
That's a good attitude to have.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, that's perfect. So, like, that's a real shame.
Actually, yeah, it was really funny because with bowling, I wasn't really all that competitive, but I was actually also really good.
Trouncing him.
Yeah.
Kind of like golf.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember in bowling, there was a point where possibility that I could have gone for the Victorian League and, you know, blah, 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 blah. But if you can be surprised, which I don't know if anyone would be, but it can also be a very, like, gossipy type of arena, 10-pin bowling, which is honestly kind of a little bit, I don't know. I never fully understood it. I never fully understood the gossip and everything that goes with it all. But anyway, there was a point where I was like, oh, maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it. And there was someone, sort of an acquaintance, that got onto the Victorian team, and her average was about 20 lower than mine. And I was like,
lol.
You know, I think also because I was very low in confidence, it was one of those things that I was sort of like, oh, okay, like I could have. Like, I could have done this.
You could have gone into that toxic environment. Who knows where that would have got you?
Totally. I definitely could have gone to that toxic environment. Oh, missed out.
Damn.
Have
you seen the Jenny Mollen Biggs article?
No.
You haven't heard about it?
No.
Okay, great. Can't wait. Okay, so I'll read out part of what she wrote.
Okay.
And
who is she?
She is Jason Biggs's
Oh!
soon-to-be ex-wife.
Oh.
She wrote this Substack. It's "Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God." You ready?
Wait, isn't that a song?
Probably. I don't know.
I won't look at the screen.
Okay, because I've got a photo to show you later. All right. Call me old-fashioned, but I only want my sons to marry women with dead mothers.
Oh.
It's my only shot at staying relevant, of seeming useful, of winning by comparison. I used to find it insane that
I find myself dissociating, by the way.
Sorry. It's going to get worse.
Okay.
I used to find it insane that my mother-in-law fell apart when Jason told her we were getting married. Now I understand it had nothing to do with my cat allergy or whether or not I touched her lasagna. I was eating her son straight out of the fridge without even asking for a plate.
Okay. I mean, she's trying to be creative. Yep. Get the views, get the blah, blah, blahs.
Several months ago, my eldest was texting with a girl. She was 12, but I could already tell my brand of toxic. She was bossing him around and using big words, and he was utterly spun. I complained to Jason that I wanted to intervene before he got hurt, and that she wasn't even hotter than me.
Why is that a concern?
I don't know.
Okay. This is very, very concerning.
There is so much anticipatory grief wrapped up in motherhood. It will trigger even the most well-adjusted of women, but the abandonment we eventually endure as boy mums is uniquely cruel because it begins as worship. They arrive obsessed, dependent, adoring. They think we're magic. We think we are magic.
What the? Okay, all right.
Today they're still little. They still crawl into my sweaters and into my sheets. They still need me to open milk cartons and operate on invisible injuries. I'm still in it, but also somehow outside of it. Fully aware I'm living through the longest goodbye of my life. I pray that at least one of them is gay. Anyway, photo to accompany.
So they're getting divorced, huh?
Yep.
What? Tell me your opinions, because I
Seek help.
This is a very unique.
It's actually not.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't.
I've not encountered it, but it's not unique.
Oh.
Boy mums are abundant. Emotional incest is everywhere.
I don't.
Let's look at those pictures again.
No, that's okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I feel for the kid.
Isn't that so fucked?
Yeah, like the attachment that they're gonna have, like attachment issues that they're gonna have because of their mother. To not even if they were straight or gay or whatever, like or whatever. Trying to get everyone.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, Happy Pride Month. I'm trying to get everyone. But yeah, it just like tell me what your opinions are, Erica, because I'm still trying to form mine.
I think this woman is so beyond fucked up.
To publish it, she put it online for the world to see.
A part of me has overwhelming pity for these women. I've seen people talk about this stuff before. It's like women are unhappy in their marriages and they kind of substitute their son for their husband. For the emotional part, like the son fills in that role.
Right.
So like
still very concerning though.
It like in one part I feel sorry for them, but at the same time I'm like, you are damaging someone so severely and you are meant to be responsible for their well-being, and that is so beyond crossing the line and so damaging. I feel really, really sorry for the kids. Really sorry for the kids. Like that's fucked.
Like, clearly something hasn't been 100% with these people to do this type of behaviour. So I'm just sort of wondering, like, what? Is it just because of their relationship breaking down with their husband or partner?
I think it's patriarchy. As in, like, finally they were chosen by a man. But it's their son they gave birth to.
I don't like this at all.
You know, like, I don't see any toxic girl mums.
Oh, no, there are.
To me, toxic girl mums are the ones who, it's like their daughter is like an extension of themselves.
Yes.
This is like partner.
Yes.
It's crossing a different line.
It's definitely still abuse and trauma, but it's definitely a different line.
It is abuse and trauma. And, like, apparently, like, I haven't experienced this. I haven't come across people like that. But, like, I have a friend who said that it's quite common in Australia. Or I guess, like, patriarchal. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like, mums who are just, like, super overbearing and attached to their sons in, like, fucking weird ways. And it's like, what's wrong with you?
Don't know.
I don't get it. Like, go to therapy. Jesus Christ.
I know, guys. Come on. I know. I'm just struggling to comprehend that, like, a mother of her own child I would hope it's subconscious. I would hope that they're not aware that they're emotionally in doing that. I don't know if we could say it on the podcast, that was all.
I don't know either.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, I really hope, but I also really hope that they wake up and realize that, like, you can have a healthy attachment with your son and you can have an attachment to your child that's obviously going to be very unique for the rest of your lives because obviously you've given birth to this child. But to the point where you're substituting them to be your romantic partner, to just be a partner, instead of allowing them to be a child and allow them to experience boyhood and with all that. And like even in that instance where she was talking about where, gets to talk to hopefully they're both 12, but 12-year-old girl and everything, like, because this is just something that he'll have to figure out. Like he has to understand, relationship dynamics and how that all works and blah, blah, blah. And, you can support and encourage him or whatever.
I just can't imagine an adult woman being competitive with a 12-year-old girl that your son's dating.
I was going to say, you must be pretty insecure if you feel that you have to be competitive with a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be super insecure.
Yeah.
And also, like, the fact that she mentioned she's not even hotter than me. Like, are you okay?
Like, why are you comparing yourself to a 12-year-old girl?
Yeah.
And first of all, that's your child. Like, why on earth would he think that you're attractive?
Yeah.
I'm real concerned for that child.
Yeah. I don't know. And like the fact that she posted that and they're getting divorced, I'm like, odd timing.
Yeah, look, I don't think I'm surprised by Jason's decision, to be honest.
No. I'm just like, should she be allowed around the kids? Because like that to me says no.
That's definitely. I think if sorry, I'm still like flabbergasted by it all. But I think if there was ever a court case or anything, he's definitely filed that in his back pocket.
Yeah.
That's real concerning.
Yep.
Real concerning behaviour.
Yeah.
What's like a long-term repercussion of a mother like that? Do we know?
We're like too many things to name. Like, how are you ever supposed to have a functional relationship if you have your mother breathing down your neck and like competing against your partner? Like, you know what I mean? The thing is, like, these boys have grown up with this, thinking this is normal. Mm-hmm. So, like, coming to as an adult and trying to separate yourself from it's called enmeshment. Yeah. Stopping that, like, separating yourself from that, that's incredibly difficult. And it takes, like, incredible self-awareness to do.
Do you reckon if, in this instance anyway, that the father is obviously
100% responsible. He's party to this. The fact that happened, like, you should be putting in blocks. Like, that shouldn't. And also, like, I really hope he didn't fall down as a husband and that's what caused this. But at the same time, like, you would be seeing it and you'd be like, this is crossing boundaries.
Yeah,
like,
this is not right.
You're not being a mother.
Yeah.
You're not being a parent. You're supposed to parent a child.
I do wonder, I mean, aside to all that, I do wonder what her background is in terms of, like, what if she has had any abuse or any trauma or anything like that.
I don't know.
Just sort of wondering if, like, she has an unhealthy background, so she just doesn't have anything to
compare it to.
Yeah, so sort of to mimic, to emulate, to, like, this is what a healthy mother-son relationship is, and then that's what I'm going to pass on.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I couldn't tell you. But either way, she really fucked it up.
Yeah.
She got it wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not defending her at all. I think this is very, very, very concerning.
Yeah, agree. And just the fact that she posted it publicly, like...
She posted it with photos.
And it's still up. I was like, surely she's taking this down. No.
She's very delusional to think that she's not in the wrong here, isn't she?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this woman. And I feel really, really sorry for her kids. But there's a lot of mums out there like that, who are just, like, weirdly attached to their sons. It's like, ugh,
wow, the patriarchy affects you in so many different ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And also, like, we can't let Freud keep winning, guys. We can't let him get away with this.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, he's, over 100 and something years. Like, let him go already,
Yeah, no.
Like, we can move on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ugh, gross.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's this week's trauma.
Cool, thanks.
No worries.
Thanks.
Just something to be aware of.
I'm just so glad that you saw this trauma and was like, you know what we should do?
It's like,
pass
Megan.
it on. Actually, this is sort of relevant. Mm-hmm. I recently came across a creator on TikTok called The Potty Mouth Guru. She was discussing daughters with mum and dad wound, all those kinds of wounding. And anyway, so I was like, some reason that resonates for me. Don't know why. Can't relate. Anyway, so I was just sort of listening to her and it started to really resonate for me. But anyway, specifically, mum may have taught, don't be too much, don't upset people, manage everyone's emotions. Dad may have taught, earn approval, earn attention, earn your worth, earn being seen. And I was like, oh, that may be a few things that I've been working through in therapy over the last couple of years. And then, so it then goes on to say, so in adulthood, it becomes people-pleasing, over-functioning, hypervigilance, perfectionism, self-doubt, and over-explaining.
Also, just quickly, both of those are people-pleasing.
Yeah.
They're just different versions of the same thing.
Okay. Yep, very much. I was sort of reflecting on it a little bit, and I just sort of was thinking that, like, in one way, you know, the mum wound specifically was like, you know, don't be too much, don't upset people. What does it manage everyone's emotions, which was very much something I remember doing, that, you know, I always had to sort of be careful about sort of what I say, about sort of how I said it, and, you know, micromanaging everything. And then obviously, you know, with your dad, earning the approval, attention, your worth, and being seen. So I've obviously had a few issues with being seen and stuff like that. And but it also feels like, I don't know, in one way it was very much like two sides of a sort of the same coin.
Yeah.
But just in sort of different ways. So it was sort of like, don't be too much, but then you had to earn the approval. But then it was just like, don't upset people, but then you had to earn all this attention. And so it's just sort of like this game that you had to play, that this just sort of like almost like juggling. Like, so I had to sort of like almost constantly juggle.
Also, just quickly, this is incredibly Western patriarchy.
Totally.
As in, like, this is like...
I mean, that's exactly where I am.
For sure.
And that's
100%.
sort of the one that I grew up with.
Yeah. As in, this is very relatable for you.
For me, totally.
People,
totally.
Okay, so I guess, like, what I'm confused by is that I guess, like, if your mother taught you not to draw attention, but then the father is saying that you do need attention, but you need to earn it. Mm-hmm. So it's like you perform, I guess.
Yeah. You had to have the right attention. And I think for such a long time, like, that's sort of what I did. I was just performing a version of what I thought people wanted me to be. I wasn't being my authentic self. And so growing up, I always had to be something else, and I never knew who I was because I never got that opportunity to explore it, because I always had to sort of satisfy or pacify these other people. And so obviously, having gone to a lot of therapy and worked through a lot of issues, I feel right now like my most authentic, and I feel like I'm actually myself, and I'm actually choosing what I want and, you know, how I want to be and everything like that. And on the flip side of that particular I wouldn't say issue, because it's not an issue, but...
Complex
is that I'm now at that point where I'm like, who am I beyond the trauma? Who am I beyond, like, the trauma responses that I would have? You know, that, like, someone would behave in a certain way and I would respond a certain way, but now that I've sort of worked through a lot of those issues, I don't really have that trauma response anymore. So it's sort of like... I don't know, it's this sort of sense of freedom that I get to be whoever I want to be now, which is really cool. But also at the same time, like, that's stuff that people got to do, like, you know, almost 20, 30 years ago when they got to grow up and they got to learn all that. And there's also, like, this, I don't know, this sort of almost sadness that I'm now, because of my birthday, obviously, now I'm 38, that, like, this sort of sadness that I missed out on a large portion of my life due to trauma. And I missed out on that ability to explore and expand and go in different directions and sort of go like, oh, maybe I'll try over here and see if this is what I want, or, you know, I'll go over here and I'll try this. And I was like, oh, maybe no, not that, you know. I didn't really get that, and I get that now, and I guess as an adult it's different because I always have money now, so that's kind of cool. I got freedom of an adult, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's something that you sort of, I don't know, you lose, you know, and it's like, I'm, you know, don't feel sad for me because I'm very, very privileged, but I think at the same time, like, that's something that maybe, you're sort of mourning this part that you didn't get to have, you know, that sort of what should every normal, quote unquote, childhood should have, this ability to be a kid. To just...
Be your own person.
Be your own person, yeah.
We'll get into these specific wounds in a second.
Sure.
But what you were saying about, like, the thing is, like, if you lose a chapter of your life, it's gone. Yeah. And I was thinking about how, as a 20-something-year-old, I was very much like a teenager. Like I was like about 10 years behind my peers.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
I remember you talking about this.
Yeah. That's why I treated my 20s like my adolescence. Like I went out and I had fun and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was silly and I made stupid decisions and made a fool of myself. But at the same time, like...
That's sort of what you do.
That's what you do, but also, like, I could get away with that still in my 20s. You can't really do that in your 30s.
No.
People expect you to have your shit together.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
Even though, funnily enough, most people don't.
No, definitely not.
But societally,
societally,
you're supposed to, allegedly.
Yeah, you're supposed to be at a certain place in your life.
Yeah.
In your 30s.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like you're meant to be kind of settled.
Yeah.
You're not
married, children.
Ideally.
You know, and that sort of stereotypical.
Yeah, and you're not meant to be, like, still learning and experimenting and discovering yourself.
Yes.
You're kind of meant to be like, I've already figured myself out and now I'm kind of, like, building on top of that.
Yes. Yes.
Also, like, with your career and stuff. Like,
Yes.
it's in many facets.
Totally.
So there's a lot less room and a lot less compassion.
Yeah.
For people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I would agree with that. Because I think there's a lot of people who have also done all of that, you know, what we just sort of discussed, that all of that growing, learning, whatever phase.
Yeah.
And so it's just sort of like, well, we've done it, so, you know, you should be like us and have, you know, be in your 30s. And yeah, but it's like not everybody gets to have that experience. And like, we should just allow people to, I mean, also societal expectations and constructs are stupid anyway, really.
But also, like, I don't think people realise that if you had a happy childhood, if you had loving parents, you have a huge advantage in life.
Yes.
Like,
100%.
That puts you ahead in life in so many respects. If you have a support network, like a good support system behind you, that can get you places in life that, like...
Totally.
You can never kind of recover.
No, I would agree with that because I think there's just so many examples of people who have dysfunctional family and dysfunctional upbringings and how the starting line sort of gets a little bit further back for them.
Yeah.
In comparison to people who have come from like a functional family and a loving family.
Yeah.
You know, that they just sort of get, like you've sort of said, those...
It's an advantage.
Advantages that you just don't get, you know? And it's amazing how much, even just the smallest thing of like loving parents.
People who believe in you.
People who believe in you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, so like...
And who probably also know how to encourage you and support you and foster your growth. Because I think, you know, I've sort of witnessed my nieces and nephews grow up and I've loved it. I think it's great to see them become their own little people. And I just sort of look at them and I'm like how do people not sort of see these little kids and go like, oh, they're really into creative stuff. So I'll encourage that, or they're really into a sport. I'll encourage that, or you know, just sort of to see these things, and it doesn't. I don't know. I'm looking at it from obviously a childless perspective, but I'm just sort of like I would love to be able to foster that if I could.
Well, it goes beyond that though. Like,
totally.
You know, just like everyday support and stuff. But
totally. I mean, I know there's a lot of nuance and there's a lot of...
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's not just your interests. It's like who you are as a person, like having people like support you and not criticize you.
Yep.
But like, I was thinking the other day, like, I'm extremely secure in myself.
Yes.
And that is not normal. That's not... I shouldn't say not normal. Not common. Most people aren't secure in themselves.
Sure.
And I was trying to think of like how I developed that, like how do you do that? But the thing is, like, people I know who are very secure in themselves generally had great childhoods, generally had loving parents. So it's like it wasn't a battle. They didn't have to piece themselves together as adults. They had it as a child. Mm-hmm. If you always have that support, of course you're secure in yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember seeing like a video, like a girl talking about like, I didn't grow up with body issues because her parents never commented on her body. So, and if anyone did, the parents would kind of like...
poo-poo it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the technical term.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it just didn't kind of, like, absorb. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously any sort of negative criticism of their body was immediately shunned, shamed.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, their parents kind of told
away.
them, like, you don't think about that stuff, so, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't explain how I developed it as an adult, and I don't know how people do that.
Your resolve, I think.
Yeah, I think like just various life experiences and growing and therapy, I think as well, like a lot of like self-discovery.
Yeah, the EMDR, rewiring.
For sure, and just like growing an appreciation for yourself. Like I don't think I'm perfect by any means. At the same time, I have an appreciation for how I am, regardless of my flaws.
Actually, yeah, I think that was also one of the things that I remembered. With trauma, like you realise and going through therapy, you sort of realise what all your faults are and what all your shortcomings are. But there's also sometimes we don't look at what our strengths are either. You know, we sort of were...
That's
like,
true.
Yeah, because there's sometimes, like, in therapy specifically, like, you know, we're always trying to work through whatever issue that we're trying to work through, and it's always like, oh, my trauma response was this and blah, blah, blah. But then I also sort of think like I'm also quite a strong person, not just physically in a lot of ways. You know, especially when I'm not feeling 100%, I don't remind myself that I'm like, you know.
Man, that's complicated.
No. I was going to say she's shifted in her seat, guys.
No, because, like, I guess, like, I didn't have your childhood. I didn't grow up with this stuff. So, like, you have a different perspective to me. To me, like, the problem, the thing I'm seeing, like, the problem I'm seeing is that, like, what these people are telling you is that you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And that you have to kind of make yourself fit what they need.
Yep.
That's what you're doing. Like, your entire life is, I need to make you happy.
Yes.
Not myself happy.
Yes.
And
yes, I'm here to serve you, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I don't do this, I'm bad.
Yes. I'm the problem.
Whilst
it's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, like, you're talking about how, like, you need to appreciate your strengths and, like, the good parts of you, and that, like, that you are a person, that you are independent of this stuff.
Yeah. Surprise.
Whilst I'm saying that, like, a lot of my personal power comes from accepting the things that are wrong with me. Like, I don't, you know, like, like, I'm not, just because there's problems with me doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. I don't see that. I can separate those things.
Well, I mean, not to, I'm probably going to rag on other people, but, like, no one's perfect.
No.
I don't know the right way to word it. But it's like we're all accepting. You know, we don't necessarily sort of think like, well, this isn't your strength, so I'm going to hate you for it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know?
As in that people aren't as critical of you as you are of yourself.
Yeah, we're much more critical of ourselves.
You say that, but then you've got two parents who are constantly criticising you.
I mean, now, yeah. Like, back then, yeah, do you know?
You know
I'm
what
talking about now.
Move on, keep up.
Yeah, God, we're going past it, all right?
No, but I'm talking about, like, with the stuff that's underpinning this. Like, I'm thinking, like, there's a lot of shame in this.
Yes.
You know, like, if you can't do this stuff, then you're fundamentally flawed as a human being.
Yes.
But whilst I think, like, if I can't do things, that has nothing to do with me as my value as a person. And it's like, yeah, a lot of the time I can't do this stuff.
Yeah.
And?
Yes.
You know?
Yes. No, I'm with you.
It's not even about celebrating myself. It's like, this stuff doesn't affect me.
Yes.
It just bounces off.
I mean, good, great, wonderful.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you go from that, how you remove that. If that's like built into you as a child, that like your value comes from pleasing others, and how you can just like push that out. Your value doesn't change based on your performance.
Yeah.
Like, you just have innate worth and value.
Yep.
And that's it. And it's irrespective of anyone's opinion.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, there are people who are going to like you, there are people who are not going to like you, and that's just how life is. Mm-hmm. And you just try to be the best person you can be. You try to be a kind, compassionate, blah, blah, blah kind of person. But at the same time, like, of course you have flaws.
Yeah, unfortunately, even I. You know.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? Something I have to bear?
Cross.
A cross I have to bear.
I know, right?
Yeah.
God,
Can't be perfect.
So difficult.
Dang.
Sorry, guys. Can't be perfect.
Love the hair flip. Love it.
Thanks. Yeah, so I don't know, like, if anyone has advice on this, because, like...
Yeah, please send any through.
Yeah, I don't know.
One thing I was going to bring up in therapy next week, because I've got therapy next week, was feeling like a burden. Because that's come up a little bit, actually. And I've noticed situations specifically where I feel like a burden. We'll leave it as a bit of a teaser for next week. But yeah, tune in, guys. Yeah. But yeah, I thought I'll bring that up because I thought that sort of ties in a little bit as well to it all. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
The only thing I was going to say was that, like, as a teenager, I realised, I think, like, you know how, like, your parents disappoint you and you kind of, like, realise, like, oh, they're human beings?
Yeah, they're humans, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously we all have various moments that we realise that, but I definitely, in my teen years, I realised, like, oh, hey, like, I don't care about these people's opinions. You know?
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
And I think maybe because that happened as a teenager, I think that gave me, it was easier to separate their opinions of me from my opinion of myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree with that because I don't think mine got like 20s, late 20s, I think. Yeah. Not necessarily like, I don't know, it was more just sort of like, oh, okay, they are also flawed humans who have gone through their own issues too. Yeah. So it's like it wasn't maybe in some cases it wasn't malicious or there was no sort of ill intent. It was just sort of repeated behaviour, you know. So I understand that. But yeah, sort of like you're saying, I think if I got it younger and I realised like, oh, and no matter what I do, it wouldn't have
been enough.
It wouldn't have been enough. You know, I could have been absolute perfection and it just wouldn't have been enough because...
But it wouldn't have been enough because they're not enough.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, also, I think it just wouldn't have been enough because, I don't know, it's just sort of like their ideal was constantly changing anyway.
Oh, yeah. Like, the hoops are always moving.
Yeah, the hoops are always moving and the goalpost was always shifting. So it's just sort of like, oh, okay, you want to be like that, and then I would, and then all of a sudden it changed again. So it's like, no matter what I did, it was never going to be enough. So it's like, you may as well just be yourself.
Yeah.
And then they can hate that.
They're never going to be happy anyway.
Right?
So.
Yeah, you know, but I don't know. It's one of those things. It's just, yeah. It just, it's been sort of festering away in the last little while.
Your favourite word?
My favourite.
This is the analogy I'm going to use.
Oh.
I very rarely go to hairdressers because...
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, if they mess it up, it's like I have a very hard time accepting that I, like, let someone else take control.
Yeah, because I've never known you to actually, probably not since high school.
Yeah, it's been a long time. If someone else designs your personality, I think that's much harder to kind of, like, accept. Whilst the thing is, like, people don't realise, like, you get to decide who you are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, if I make a mistake, and I know who I am, I can make peace with that. But if I'm trying to constantly please my parents and they're not happy, I have a very hard time accepting. I would have a very hard time accepting that. I think that's like a recipe for constant misery. You know, because it's like you can never please them because they're outside of you.
Yes.
And it's like they might not even have the same values as you.
Yeah.
You know, whilst if I miss the mark of my values, that's difficult, but I can make a different decision moving forward. You know?
I do actually, because that's sort of one thing of like moving beyond the trauma, like who am I beyond the trauma? It's like one thing I've sort of realized, like, who do I want to be now?
Yeah.
I get to design that and I get to be the way that I want to be in the world. And, you know, if people don't like it, then that's fine. But most people probably will because...
Well, people that have the same values as you.
Yes.
That's it. People who are like-minded.
Yeah.
Because people who have different opinions of you might hate you.
Yeah.
And you might not like them either.
True. And I think also I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I like me. So if you don't like me, that has no influence on me, myself, and I. Like, that's okay. Like,
that's it.
We don't have to hang around each other. That's fine.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And that goes for parents that you don't like either. Like, you don't have to be, like, you get the choice as an adult, like, if you want those people in your life or not. You know? And if they don't like you, and if they're making your life worse, you can choose to separate yourself. And people are actively doing that. You know?
I do find it really funny, though, when, you know, there's people, like... who always sort of go like, oh, why aren't people like blah, blah, blah being around their parents anymore? Like, what is wrong with children? I don't want to be around their parents.
Yeah, I know. What is wrong with the children who are choosing to go no contact with their parents? I wonder what it could be.
I'm flabbergasted. I have no...
Please let us know if
no
anyone has any
input at all.
ideas.
I have none.
Yeah.
Nothing to offer, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, that sounds awful.
Thanks.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't really know where to go from there.
Okay. Well,
that sounds horrible. Your trauma was terrible.
Okay, so guess what I recently found out? That Jerry left the Spice Girls
my God, yes.
She was in a relationship with Mel B and they broke up because obviously they couldn't be out publicly. I mean, there might have been other stuff, but they couldn't be out because it was the 90s. Mel B started dating one of the dancers, one of the male backup dancers, and that's why Jerry walked out of the Spice Girls on her birthday without telling anyone.
Jerry's birthday?
No, Mel B's birthday. Jerry walked out of the Spice Girls on Mel B's birthday without telling anyone.
Wow. That's is a deep cut, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, because do you know that basically their whole was 2 years?
What?
Their
whole thing. Oh, yeah,
their whole thing was 2 years.
That was big 2 years.
Big 2 years. Oh, yeah, no, I did know about Mel B and Jerry.
Yeah.
But that came out like a couple of years ago, apparently.
Yeah, it did, but I didn't know that, like, she left on Mel B's birthday.
I didn't know that
and
either.
I didn't know that, like, Mel B started dating one of the dancers.
Also, like, such a... I don't know, kind of a good move to do it on their birthday.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand.
Like...
It broke my heart as a child, but, like, as an adult now, I'm like, totally.
I was like,
totally.
What? Like, yeah, as a kid, I was like, but the Spice Girls, like, my band.
Girls.
Like, what do you mean? Trauma.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, as an adult, I'm like, yeah, no, go for it.
Yeah, I'm like, 100%. I'm surprised she lasted that long.
So, wait, so they were together, they broke up, still in the band, and then Mel B started dating one of the dancers.
Yep.
And then that's when Jerry left.
Yep. One of the male dancers.
But, I presume they're both bi.
Yeah.
Because,
Well,
obviously, they're allegedly. Because
not publicly.
Jerry is now married to a man.
They've both been married to men since.
Again, allegedly.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, how sad.
That's so sad.
We missed out on, like, a big gay love story.
Yeah, there was actually someone who was talking about that who really wants to have, like, a documentary on the Spice Girls specifically, but then the breakup. Generally the Spice Girls, but then specifically about the breakup, because no one's really talked about it.
Yeah.
We don't know. It was all... It just sort of happened.
Mel B's talked about it a little bit. I don't think Jerry said anything.
Well, Mel B wrote a memoir, so...
Oh, and she talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Jerry's been very quiet. Yeah, very quiet. But at the same time, like, she seems to have been, like, on the receiving end. As in, like, she copped it the worst. As in, like, she took it the hardest.
Oh, probably because she left.
She left the band.
She left, yes.
She sabotaged her career massively.
Well, wouldn't that
that's
been,
how much
what's his, Zayn? Didn't he get a lot of backlash because he left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just sort of like it's whoever leaves, they're the problem, you know?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But at the same time, like, she obviously did it for her own mental health. Like, how could you... That would be torture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's...
It's just so sad because I loved them. I loved them as a band. Imagine, like, and I mean, I'm totally respectful of all the choices and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you know, my 9-year-old self is also at the same time like, but all the music, you know, we could have bopped and danced.
I wonder if they had come out, how different everything would have been. You know, like, I understand that would have been, like, really, really difficult. But at the same time, like, can you imagine, like, this, like, public couple, these two women together? I feel like that would have, I don't know, potentially changed some things. Like,
for sure. For sure. I'm sure there would have been a lot of...
backlash.
Yeah.
Massively.
I mean, we also knew how, like, even men who were coming out in the 90s, how much backlash there was.
Yeah.
I think even, I can't remember if, like, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, huge backlash.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily... you know, maybe now. But, yeah, back in, the 90s or 2000s when she came out, oh, my God, there was such a huge backlash to that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know this is going to sound really naive and whatever, but, like, I'd never fully understood why there was such an issue when people came out as gay, bi, trans, whatever it is. Like, I never fully understood why people would care. So, like, I get it, but I also don't get it at the same time, because it's just, like, it's so... I don't know, these people are just wanting to be themselves and they're wanting to be happy.
Yeah.
And it's like, why wouldn't you want to encourage that and be happy for them? I know it's like a symptom of a sort of a much larger problem and...
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Like, I think, like, specifically when it comes to lesbians, it's that it's women completely rejecting the patriarchy.
Totally.
Because it's like they're not interested in men in any capacity.
Yeah, actually, I think there was someone who had said being a lesbian is like the most feminist act you can have.
Yeah.
Because you don't need men at all for anything.
No.
And I was like, oh, that's actually a really, like, cool way to think about it.
Can't be part of patriarchy if you have nothing to do with men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Support that.
Yeah, good for them. But that's what I mean. Like, I think that's why that was so demonized in the 90s. Because, like, being gay was already bad.
But being a lesbian's even worse.
That's the worst of the worst.
Yeah. In the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, actually, is it the same now?
I think it's still now. Like, I think they get the same... Oh, well, not the same degree of vitriol, but I think you'd get more abuse than gay men would. I don't know, though. I don't know. Please chime in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's like women rejecting the patriarchy. But then at the same time, gay men are being feminine, so that's also really bad. So, hard to say.
Actually, it sort of goes back to all the books that we're talking about. Like how femininity, anything like teenage girls likes.
Yeah.
It's sort
Rejected.
of seen as bad.
Yeah.
Just feminine, really.
Yeah, just being a woman, being feminine is bad.
Yeah. So, what did we learn today, kids?
Suppress. People please.
Yeah. Don't be feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Don't be your authentic self.
No.
Don't
none
do
of that.
that.
No. You are here to perform and dance, monkey. Dance. Yeah. Main takeaways.
Dance. Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this episode.
First one back.
Woo! If you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
We're back.
We're back, baby. So, yeah, please subscribe. Please like. If you have anything you want to share with us, do that.
Yeah.
Comment. All of that stuff.
Do love hearing from you.
Anyway, so that's all I've got to say.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it for mine.
Okay, bye. Miss you.
Love
Love you.